Okay, guys, this is Tish, right? And she's been on TikTok telling everybody that she's ready to crash out. And that video now is at 4.5 mil. So Tish tells us there's this tattoo that her mother-in-law got. The mother-in-law is like, look, Tish, look at my new tattoo. Tish looks at the tattoo. She's like, oh, hell no. No, yeah, you gotta cover that up. Oh, what? The mother-in-law tells her no. Tish is like, okay, cool. I'm just not gonna be around you. Next day, mother-in-law call. She's like, hey, I'm sorry, I'll cover it up for you. Tish is like, yup, bet. Not just in my home, when I'm in your house, anywhere outside, everywhere. I don't wanna see it. She said she was trying to be civil for the kids, but nobody was taking it serious. Cause when she pulled up to family gatherings, it would still be out. There's a bar that family members go to sometimes. She saw it there. Basically, you get it. She kept having to see it everywhere. Now, blah, blah, blah. Her husband's grandparents were having an anniversary. The mother-in-law wants her to go. She's like, oh, hell no, I'm not going unless you cover up the tattoo. Tish wasn't being rude about it. She still let the grandkids go over there. She never called her a racist. Which way I was like, when I heard this, I'm like, whoa. Why is she racist? What's going on? See, the tattoo. Why are we taking so long to talk about the tattoo? So here we go. She says that his family thinks that he's the golden boy. And that she's sure that when they're all at their house, they're talking shit about her. So one day she tells him, you need to tell them how you treat me. So I guess the husband puts them all in one group chat, and he starts telling the family everything, and the tattoo gets brought up, and the only thing the family wanted to address was the tattoo. They was like, girl, you're tripping. You need to get over the tattoo. Like, you're making a big deal for no reason, causing drama in the family. So she said, if y'all are so proud of that tattoo, post it online. No, for real, post it online if you're so proud that you got a tattoo of your black grandchildren as apes. Guys, here's the tattoo. Like, for her to get it tatted on her body, I see good intentions. Like, I see like she actually cares, or like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see it in a negative, hateful way. It's just so ignorant. Which, by the way, some people don't know what ignorant means. It just means unaware. You don't understand, you lack awareness, it makes you inconsiderate. How can you consider something you don't understand? She said, oh, look at my grandchildren, my cute little monkeys. No way. But yeah, this is what Tish has been dealing with, and the other side of the family doesn't understand. They're acting like she's tripping, and she's like, don't make me feel crazy because I know what's up. This is weird. Post it online. And they didn't, so she did. Her husband didn't like the tattoo either, but she feels like he didn't take it as serious as her. Nah, the babies don't look like monkeys. She's racist as F. You're not being sensitive. I would have asked her to get it removed. This is blatant racism. I watched wondering. I literally stopped eating when you said what the tattoo was. Leave that family, please. I know we were all like, divorce, no contact with the family, you're being very nice. It was his responsibility to check his mother about this, and the fact that he didn't is grounds for divorce alone. Everyone's like, divorce the husband. He was offended, he just didn't do what was necessary. Then he wasn't really offended, sorry. Oh God. Now, some people were mad at the tattoo artist because they were like, bro, if I saw a white woman come in with a picture of black children or mixed children, whatever, I would have refused that tattoo immediately, especially them being monkeys. The internet investigators found the tattoo artist, sent the information to her. I'm pretty sure they was also sending that tattoo artist terrible messages. She tells us, hey guys, don't do that. I've talked to the artist myself. They said they did that tattoo like 4 months ago. They were never even shown a picture of any like black kids or anything. They weren't even told what the tattoo was for, just 3 monkeys on an arm. A mama monkey and 2 baby monkeys. Now, after that video blew up, she thanked everybody online for giving her confirmation because she was feeling crazy. But then she also had to make another video because people were sending the mother-in-law unaliving threats. So she's like, guys, relax, bro. This is not how we do it. Please don't do that. It's my husband's mom, guys. So come on. This will get handled. So guys, this video ends here. As I always say, what do you think about this?
So let's talk about Tish Monster, okay? She uploaded a video talking about her mother-in-law, okay? Her mother-in-law went and got a tattoo. It's 3 apes, okay? The 3 apes supposed to be her grandchildren, okay? Now, keep in mind that Tish told us about this story, but now Tish is coming back to tell us that take it easy because the lady is getting some type of threats. Tish, you have to be careful, baby. Because once you put certain things out here in the TikTok streets, the aunties and the uncles, we gonna grab it, baby. And we gonna talk about it, especially when it's something that is wrong. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, your mother-in-law is wrong. And your boyfriend, well, not boyfriend, your husband, from my understanding, he's wrong from upholding it, from not putting his mama in her place. Mom, remove the tattoos. If you don't remove the tattoos, me and my wife and my children will not be coming over here anymore. Okay? Sometimes you have to put your foot down and put distance between your family and your wife if you are not doing the right thing, or if you disrespecting my wife and my children. At this point, your husband is disrespecting you. So, Tish, you also have to be careful. You can't just turn us off and on when something is wrong, baby. We going in. And that was wrong. I don't care if she do remove the tattoos. I still would not want to have anything to do with that lady. Because some things, when it's done, it's done. And you just can't undo that. That's not nice. It was mean, it was racist, it was all the above. And you wasn't wrong to come to the internet. So if anybody is doing it, I'm not saying I'm upholding it. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm not going to sit here and say she don't deserve it. I would say that. The video is in my repost, guys, okay? If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Come back and tell me, what do y'all think? Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo. Mwah.
Sometimes you gotta crash the fuck out to feel better. Because you know what, bitch? I am pregnant. So
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing out there? This is the mother of the children. Okay, let me okay, this is so confusing. So let me let y'all know what's going on. It's a viral video of a grandmother, a YT grandma, a white woman. She got 3 little apes allegedly on her. I gotta say allegedly, y'all. On her arm as to represent her 3 black grandkids. Okay? Now, everybody is crashing out. Okay? As I understand you do, because it's offensive, because people, would love to represent us as apes, when really you ain't never seen an ape with lips like this. Not at all. But what I'm gonna say, this is the mother of the kids. The father is interracial. Now, this what took me all the way out. Besides the tattoo itself, this lady got a baby by a black man, but then went and put this tattoo on her damn arm. I don't know how far the ladder climbed in this woman's head, but okay. So it's like, if this what you envision when you see your like, I'm confused. But my thing is this. Okay, lady, you would not never see my damn kids. Not never. I don't give a damn. Crash out would be, baby, who? This what you feel about my kids? Crash out would be real. But then the daddy, you ain't got nothing to say about your mama tattoo about your kids. And then the wife is pregnant again. Listen. Like, I don't personally get offended if somebody call me that. Because, like I said, baby, an ape don't got these kind of lips. Okay. But it's just the thought of what they mean by that. So I get it. But, but the tattoo that is, this is your tattoo of my children? Crash out. Because me and him will be getting a damn divorce, because what the hell gonna go down between me and his mama? Okay. I don't expect you to stay with me after that. You got my children tat as that. When you know what I know what you mean when you. But then she got a baby by a black man though. The grandmama. Your son is interracial. Is biracial. This story is just taking me out. Like, but the mama is sweet, bless her heart. She says she pregnant. She can't really. Okay. She would not be able to see my children. I'm sorry. Because for her to tat them in that kind of light, I would be wondering what you thinking about. It's like, what, you know what I'm saying? What you doing to my kids when I ain't around? So yeah, that would that baby, the crash out would be real. Like I said, me and him be at divorce court. Because how I would crash on grandma, okay, I don't expect you to stay with me after that.
As a white woman, getting a tattoo of 3 monkeys to represent your biracial grandchildren on your forearm is racist, and you can't tell me any different. If you don't know what I'm referring to, Tish Monster, who I will tag in this post, her mother-in-law, who is a white woman, okay, who slept with a black man and had a baby with a black man because Tish Monster's husband is a biracial male, okay, proof that even white women can sleep with black men and have babies with black men and still be racist. Tish Monster and her husband have 3 kids together, and her white mother-in-law tattooed 3 dark black monkeys on her forearm to commemorate her grandchildren. I'm sorry, what? I first came across this because there was a beautiful black woman on my For You page that said, all white women to the front. I need to know the line of thinking behind this. And as a white woman, I don't fucking know either, because that shit's fucking crazy to me. We need to do better, y'all. We need to do better.
Talking about the fact that that woman said that them people have been calling her babies monkeys since they've been born. She quite literally said, you know, the phrase, oh, look at that cute little monkey may be common, but she never said anything to them because she didn't want to look like the woke black woman and that she's being too sensitive. She never addressed it in the past. That's why those people are so confused about why she's tripping about the tattoo. They have been calling them babies monkeys since they've been fucking born and ain't nobody said nothing. I just want somebody to tell her that that is not common. They've been playing in her face the whole time. That is not common at all.
As a black woman in an interracial marriage, if my mother-in-law ever busted out a fucking monkey tattoo as a dedication to my children, y'all gonna see me on Fox News, actually. That's how bad my crash out would be. There would be no me documenting it and y'all telling me, leave that man, leave that family. She would have, first off, there would have been signs prior to that. People just don't show up with a monkey tattoo. That's crazy. There would have been signs prior to that would have clicked. I would have never had no babies with nobody into a family like that. But let's say I was somehow so oblivious, so blinded by whatever, that I let it get to that point. I know I would wake up in a new dimension known as maximum security prison. Absolutely.
Here's a question for you. What would you do if you married a biracial man, you had 3 black children with this individual, and your husband's mother decides to get a tattoo to represent your 3 black children, her 3 grandbabies, and it looks like this? Here's what I want to know. Are we really surprised? And what I mean by that is, if you would have done the work way back when she was referring to your 3 black children as little monkeys, maybe we wouldn't be here. Now she's receiving death threats, and not only is she the tattoo artist, and this video, or this story rather, has gone very much viral, and now you're wanting to get a divorce. And she is somewhere screaming, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. And you know what's crazy? To think that after all this, even the things that we don't know about, you were still willing to allow her to see her grandchildren. I mean, isn't that the reason why you were asking her to cover it up around you?
When she first got that tattoo, I asked her to cover it up. And at first she told me no. And I said, cool. I just don't want to be around you. Didn't really say too much about it. The next day, she said, hey, I'll cover up around you. I'm so sorry. I was like, cool. I want to cover it up everywhere around me. Not just my home, everywhere. She said, cool. That's not what happened when she ended up moving back home. I would be in other areas of town and of gathering, and I was trying to be civil for the kids, for my husband, trying my best to just deal and not, but nobody was taking it seriously enough. I would go to another family member's house and she would have it out. I would go to a little bar where it's like a very small town. So every day there's like a routine for somebody in the family to go somewhere and have a couple drinks. Sometimes I would go up there so that way the kids could see grandparents and stuff for like an hour. The thing would be out. I'd be staring at it. One day I was just having a bad fucking day and we were at another family member's house and it was just out looking at me. I was already mad at my husband because I had to get 3 kids ready by myself for the day and be over there at a certain time. By the time I pulled up, everyone was asking me where I was at. Like, nobody else had to get 3 kids ready by themselves. Anyway. Fucking... And I felt like I kept trying to avoid her at this place. And she kept following me places. And I fucking realized I'm fucking mad. You have this stupid tattoo just staring at me. Leave me alone. That's not what happened. And then I just felt like nobody was on my side at all. I feel like nobody could fucking understand besides my family how fucking serious this fucking tattoo is. Like, I felt like I was losing my fucking mind, right? So then I finally like crash out a little bit and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be around you anywhere, anytime without you covering that fucking thing up, right? And she was like, at first, like, no. And I'm like, fine, like, don't expect me to want to be around you anywhere. Nobody else asked me to go fucking around her with that fucking thing uncovered. All I'm asking is that she cover up with like a sleeve. I'm not asking that she cut her arm off. I'm not asking that she fucking get another fucking tattoo covering it. Just like get like a fucking compression sleeve and cover it the fuck up everywhere around me. Like, the fuck? So... my husband's grandparents' like 60th anniversary party is coming up and like I'm getting asked if I'm going and I'm saying no, I'm not going. And she's like begging me to go and I'm like, until you can tell me that you are going to cover up, I'm not going. I'm not saying nobody can't be around kids. I've never said you can't be around kids. I never called her a fucking racist, nothing like that. But if the kids can go to the fucking party, I'm not fucking going. She finally broke down, was like, I'll get the sleeve, I just want everyone together. Fine, whatever. We go, she covers it up, I shut the fuck up, I just mind my fucking business, right? Like 3 weeks passed. This past like week was my husband's birthday, okay? We fucking go over there, not like I popped up, not like I was uninvited to her home, right? And my plan was, I didn't know if she was going to cover up in her own home. And I was not going to demand it. But I was going to drop off my kids and just leave if she was uncovered. I wasn't going to say nothing. And so I freaking bring one baby in and she's uncovered. And I turn around to get the other baby. And I say to myself, if she's still uncovered by the time I walk back in here with this other baby, because we have twins, if I walk back in here with this other baby and she is not covered up, I am going to leave. So I turn back around, bring the other baby in. She's coming out of her room from putting the sleeve on. Great. I shut the fuck up. I don't say anything. I go on about my business. Mind you, it's just mind-blowing that you wait until the last second for me to get there when you invited us over. And you know how I feel, but whatever. And I just fucking lost it, man. I just fucking lost it. I had decided over something else, a little argument me and my husband had this week, that it was time. It was time. And I didn't feel like... I feel like I know those women in that family, and I know that they all think my husband is a golden boy. And how could he ever do anything wrong to make anybody want to divorce him? I get it, they're his family, whatever. But I also knew that they're all over there like talking shit, because I know those women, right? And so I was just like, you need to tell them how you've been treating me. And so he included me, his grandmother, and his mother in a group chat. And he brought up a couple things that had happened over the years. And then he brought up, you know, the tattoo and stuff. And that's all they wanted to address to me, was how this fucking tattoo, not the way that he treated me, the couple things that he had said. Yes. Sorry, I'm staying at my dad's tonight. I had to go back and rewatch and see where I was at. All they wanted to talk to me was about this fucking tattoo and how I needed to like get over it and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? If y'all are so proud of this fucking tattoo and y'all think nothing is wrong with it, post it. Post to the internet that you got a tattoo of your black grandchildren as fucking apes. And the thing is, I am not so sensitive to where I don't understand that it is very common for like little babies at first, like, oh, that's like a little, like, cute little I get it. I'm not that fucking sensitive. However, I've never addressed that because they are also very fucking sensitive. And if I had said, hey, I don't want you to call him that, they would have called me sensitive. I was over exaggerating. She's just so woke, blah, blah, blah. And now they're mad that I never said that. Anyway, so fucking I told her to post it. I was like, if you're so fucking proud of it, post it. I gave her an hour after I said that. And so I posted it because I'm just like, I'm fucking tired of the goddamn games, okay? Y'all making me feel crazy. I didn't feel like he was 10 toes behind me. It was just, he didn't like it either, but I did not feel like he was 10 toes behind me in my fucking boundary, my very simple boundary of just covering the fuck up and shutting the fuck up and stop testing her about it. But I didn't feel like I had that. Felt like I just kept getting little pokes. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. It's crazy. I might go back and like delete a couple videos and redo them because I've been a little emotional this weekend. For now, I'm keeping everything up because it's just real. Like, it's just real as fuck. And it's just what the fuck's been happening. And sometimes you just need to let people know. And it sucks. It's so messy. I am mildly embarrassed just because it's like sucks. But like, nobody fucking checked them the way they needed to be checked, and they kept fucking dancing around it, and just I lost it. Okay. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is.